I am here to present the 15th Daisy Honoree Award today. And I have to tell you, this has been the most impactful Daisy story that we have read yet. And the person that actually presented the nomination is here today, and I would like to welcome Megan. So Megan, if you could step forward right next to me. I'd like to give you a little something. That's for you. So for those of you that don't know about the Daisy Award, it's a family of Patrick Barnes, and he passed away of an autoimmune disease. And they wanted a way to recognize the nurses that really had compassionate care for their family members. So they created this award. And CVPH is proud to be part of this award, and it's recognized worldly. So we're very proud to take this award on. So can I have Christy Trim step up, please? Christy, what made you want to become a nurse?
A lot of different things, but I just want to help people. I had a lot of, when my daughter was a baby, I had a lot of like bad things that happened when she was sick, and I wanted to be the person to do the good things and help the parents and, you know, get through a tough time. That was really like my main thing that stuck in my mind.
Well, I think you entered the right profession because Megan is here today because you are the next Daisy Honoree, so congratulations. So, I'd like to present you with your certificate.
Oh, thank you.
And then I'm going to read a little part of this story, and I can say I'm not going to read the whole story.
Because it's pages long.
Oh my gosh.
But she's going to give it to you so you can read it all.
Oh my gosh.
But I can reassure you that this nomination states all the characteristics of what a Daisy nurse should be. So let's get started. There were many things that stood out about her the last 3 interactions that I've had with her. She is sincere, genuine, kind, and encompasses everything the nursing profession stands for as a whole. She possesses an extreme amount of empathy towards patients and family members. She has poise under pressure. She is strong. She is a strong resource for her peers and is always willing to help and guide them. She's incredibly clinically competent and continues to engage in continuing education. She has a warm and welcoming personality. Now I'm going to skip to the best part. Fast forward to February 4th, 2022. My 16-year-old son sustained injuries that took his life on that date. He was brought to CVPH in full arrest. I could go into great detail about my experience, but as you can guess, that is quite difficult for me. Christy was his assigned nurse. What I can say is that I could not have provided better care to my son or myself afterwards. Given the circumstances, there was nothing that could have been done to save my son's life, but her clinical care and effort were top-notch. I watched all of it. It was the care she provided to me afterwards that will stick with me for the rest of my life. I can read people pretty well. Her care was genuine and sincere. Her empathy towards me and our situation can't even be put properly into words. She interacted with me and didn't seem scared or timid to the situation. The situation alone to any nurse is intimidating. And as I as a person can be intimidating. She allowed me to take part of this aftercare without questioning my reasons or ability to handle it. She helped me, she cried with me, she laughed with me. She supported me showing up in my 2 greatest forms that night for my son. I cannot put into words, lucky you because I am worthy, how much peace that you brought me in such a horrendous nightmare of a situation. That was the last time I will ever see my son. That to me is earth-shattering on so many levels. But the care we received as a family, how I have seen as a human, and the empathy that was given to me that night cannot and will never be topped. Those are the moments that nursing is truly about. You can be as clinically sound and competent as you want, but it's the heart that goes into nursing that so many lack these days. The true foundation of nursing. We stayed for hours with my son well into the early morning on the 5th. She never hurried me or made me feel like I was an inconvenience. I know she took a lot of time out of her shift for us that night, and I believe her shift ended at 3:30, around the same time we brought my son to the morgue. But again, she stayed with me, even though I barely knew her. She offered her ear at any time and told me to reach out to her if I ever needed someone to speak to. And I know she meant it. In my opinion, there are fewer and fewer nurses at the bedside these days that truly have what being a nurse fully encompasses. In the 3 encounters where I've had Christy as a caregiver, she loves people, she felt cared, and went well beyond the medical aspect, and that speaks volumes. So thank you and congratulations, and you've made a huge impact on Megan. So thank you.
That's an understatement. Thank you.